Sum 41 have released their final ever song, their final album. It's all said and done. It's an interesting moment in musical history. I don't think I've seen many bands, and I guess we'll have to, you know, time will tell. But I get the feeling they're not going to pull a Motley Crue and just keep on not retiring and then unretiring again. But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting to see a band just sort of say, yep, that's it, we're done. One last hurrah, and we're all going to go off and live our lives. Which, you know, you got to respect it. I will also preface this by saying I have never been like a huge Sum 41 guy. I just kind of missed it as a kid. I was a very indie child. I did not get a lot of the emo and kind of like post-grunge stuff that a lot of other people in my generation did until much, much later. But that's not to say I don't know the big ones. And also, to be fair, I did actually see them at Download the year just gone, and they were great. I watched the whole set. They were very, very charismatic. The music was fun. Everyone in the crowd seemed really into it. Like, there's a generation of people who clearly have a lot of like an emotional stake in this band. So, you know, even from an outside perspective like mine, where I don't know them all that well, it's a very interesting thing to watch this whole kind of like saga go down. So yeah, their last song is going to be called Radio Silence. Let's jump in and have a look, shall we? Get to the feelings. It's going to be sad. Right, it's going to be one of those music videos where it's basically just a lot of old footage of them kind of growing up and getting in the band and all of that, which is fine. I'm sure, again, it's probably a cathartic, emotional send-off.
When all my faith just brings me down, and I can't stand on solid ground, memories that I can't erase, I'm stuck in that old familiar place. I wish that I could let things go.
Again, for a musician who's sort of like, I don't know, a band even that came out of a genre that I consider to be mostly quite cheesy, it's amazing how genuinely soulful this feels. I mean, I know it's because he's genuinely, like, you know, talking about something that's actually happening to him, but yeah, I don't know, his voice works really well in this context. It's yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like to sort of go through this process knowing it's the last time.
I wouldn't have to feel this low, and I don't wanna bring you down, but I fear I'm going to light up the air, light up the air. No more secrets left that I can bear. Light up the air.
Okay, it's got like an appropriately kind of grand feeling to it, you know. It's got this almost Linkin Park-esque, actually, kind of like emotional payoff to it, where you get the wall of sound and he gets to really sing his soul out at the same time. And it looks like they're all kind of putting in the performances of a lifetime, really.
Show me you care, 'cause I'm calling out to you again, but you're not there.
I like how much of a multi-instrumentalist he is too. I saw that when I saw them live. It was pleasing to see the sort of frontman skip around and sort of inhabit whatever role sort of was required at the time.
Well, tell me things that don't ring true, 'cause I don't mind the worst in you. Let me feel like we belong, even though it is so wrong, 'cause you could tell the perfect lie.
It's like, I know, again, it definitely fits into this genre that has been played a million times, but it's a very superior version of that. You can tell these guys are, you know, masters of their craft. They are, you know, they're the thing that the cliche is based on, almost, you know, them and some of their contemporary artists. And just, I don't know, this is the nice little bits, like the second layer guitar, the picked guitar line is coming in on the pan there. It takes what could be something of a bit of a generic song and it just elevates it just that little bit. It's a nice send-off.
And I'd still be satisfied, 'cause I don't wanna be let down, but I fear I'm going to light up the air, light up the air. No more secrets left that I can bear. Light up the air, show me you care, 'cause I'm calling out to you again.
go. I mean, it is really conforming to that sort of song structure that you would expect, but it works for a reason. Those song structures formed because they're effective, and again, like I said just before, that when they're particularly good at doing this kind of craft of music, I know it definitely has this like kind of vibe. I want to be there with them, kind of like screaming it out that one last time. Also, he's definitely the master of the power stance.
But I'm only on the outside looking in, and it tears me apart.
I like the shake up in the drums there. It's kind of started to get that more almost military style shuffle to it. Okay. There it is. Yeah, you knew it was coming, but it was coming for a reason. That was a really nice, just like, moment. You have this, like, extra introspective stuff being showed to you on the screen, like, lots more of his, like, watching of these videos, whilst you have this, like, slower, more muted section. Nice little drum fill, gets you right into that final big epic, what I'm gonna guess is a double chorus.
No more secrets left that I can bear. Light up the air, show me you care. 'Cause I'm calling out to you again, but you're not there. 'Cause I'm calling out to you again.
Nice layered backing vocals there to try and give some variation to this final chorus. Rather than doing a straight double chorus, he's got this kind of like more broken up melody part he's doing, whilst the backing vocals are kind of like holding up that sort of note that's being suspended, like consistent throughout the whole song. It's a nice way to give it that extra little bit of panache.
You're not there. 'Cause I'm calling out to you again, but you're not there.
And here's the slow piano outro that maybe has more vocals or maybe doesn't, but is, I feel like we've had what the majority of this song is going to be. Or do we get one more chorus? Maybe. Oh. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, they teased me. I will give them that. Well, that was it was kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. It was like a genre that I am not familiar enough with to be able to sort of like really pull out what distinguishes this song or this band more than other examples, to be honest. It was definitely had this like an emotional cathartic payoff feeling to it. Like, it really did feel like those guys were singing their last hurrah, the swan song. That was tangible even to me, who's not been following the saga at all. So that aspect of it, like, his vocals are still great. Like, they absolutely are the cliche for a reason, because they do it really, really well. Those guitar tones are like perfected and clean and nice, and his vocals are just flawless, going from quite emotional and light on the vocal fry to like quite, he never screams, but when he adds the vocal fry in those choruses, you can tell he's got that like really, really honed in grit. It's a nice big sound that's coming through. The piano weaving in and out through the whole song is a nice touch. Again, really contributes to that emotional kind of like sad twinge to it. Structurally, it more or less did the same thing as I kind of expected it to, but that's fine. No one's looking to reinvent the wheel. In fact, why would they do that on their way out? It seems like they went out. It's nice to see, you kind of go out swinging, rather than sort of like letting yourself and your band become less and less relevant, and whatever the song quality goes down, just, know where you're going to finish it and do it well and do it with a bang, which, I can only respect. I would love to know what these guys are going to do with themselves afterwards. I mean, I imagine this is, Sum 41 being over does not mean that these guys can't pursue other musical projects. I'm sure, some of them will do their own solo stuff. Maybe they'll just take a break. I know it's an all-consuming lifestyle to do this, for 30 years or however long, 20 years, however long they've been going on for. So, well, I hope they all have a well-earned break. But yeah, anyway, let me know in the comments, actual Sum 41 fans who know what they're talking about, what do you think of this song? Is it the fitting send-off that it feels like it is, or were you hoping for something more? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all of that crazy stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.